So hello everybody, this is a T49 review. Now, for just before we get started, I'm just gonna ask one question to all of you out there. Tell me in the comments if you would like to see a live stream of me playing with you subscribers during Christmas time. The thing is, I'm not decided that whether if I should do it or not, because I haven't heard enough from different people that they want to see a live stream. I mean, there's no point for me to do it if there's like less than 5 people watching it for the first time. So yeah, tell me what do you think? Should I concentrate more on YouTube, or should I, as well as YouTube, put just like while I play, just do a bit of live streaming? Tell me in the comments, and let's get started to the review. Now, as you can see, I still haven't got Ace Tanker, but I've decided to make a review because I've played enough of it, I think, to have a nice rounded opinion. But I'm certainly gonna make another few gameplay videos when I get some epic gameplays, which I think is only a matter of time until I get the Ace Tanker game. So already 44,000 into it. The stock grind is actually pretty nice. The stock gun is actually pretty decent. I would actually, if I only have one tier 8 light tank and my clan or my team battle thing needs me, then I might actually use this gun and fire the heat rounds on this. This tank gun is actually pretty nice if you spam heat. It works just like a regular light tank, but then the reason we're here is that we want to play the 152 gun launcher. Now, I believe that you have to get the tracks and turret to mount this, which is for sure. But yeah, of course you can use the torsion bar shit to skip this part, but I recommend you to grind this last and fit the torsion bar first. Engine wise, you already got it in the tier before. Mediocre Bulldog, one of the most OP tanks in the game. This turret does look quite different from the beginning one. Beginning one looks like an upgraded Mediocre Bulldog turret. But we're all here just to see the 105, aren't we? So let's talk about the grind. So starting from there, I'm just gonna say that they're all pretty easy. So yeah, none of them are really that bad. M3 Steward is actually pretty nice. The M5 Steward well, I grinded it back in the day where you have to grind like 50,000 XP to get to the Shafi, and gotta do the tier 8 matchmaking thing. So I don't know what's it like now, but I suspect it's better than before, so it's doable. The Shafi, I haven't played the new Shafi, so you decide on that, but it's only a tier 5, so grinding tier 5 to tier 6 is not a big problem. Let's just talk about the tier 6. Look, I haven't even got Ace Tanker yet in this tank. It is so good of a tank. I grinded this out in like how many games? I can't even remember, like maybe 30 games. I grinded to the Mediocre Bulldog, and then the Mediocre Bulldog is awesome. I got like a gameplay compilation with the T37 you can check out. Now M41 Bulldog, I haven't even got Ace Tanker yet, and my games were absolutely fantastic in it. Normally if you get 1400 experience base, you probably got your Ace Tank already, but not in the Mediocre Bulldog. This is something special. This is really hit home. You know, this is like one of the best light tanks in the game, and I got a few replays about this. I'm not gonna sell this tank, it's so awesome. Now T49, I'm not decided yet if I want to keep it or not, because I might need the money to get the T54E1, but I might keep it. Let's just talk about something else now. What equipment wise, vertical stab, intense gun lane drive, and of course vertical stab and large caliber gun rammer, because I don't play as a scout. This thing I don't think that is a scout, because the view range itself is pretty nice, but I mean, you can still spot people, just that you don't get the coded optic, you spot less. But I think that this tank is not really for pure scouting, because it can, if it meets another scout tank, it might get itself into quite a lot of trouble. So in my opinion, I wouldn't play this as a scout, but of course you can. And the whole point of this is to use this 152mm gun. Now, bringing back to the comparison, the KV2. Now the KV2, what makes this thing special is that it's tier 6 and it's got really good armor for tier 6, and the gun really just obliterates most tanks in the game. Now what you get in a T49, let's compare the two guns, is that this stat and KV2 gun stat. Now you can see that this T49 has actually better reload, better rate of fire, and penetration, of course, on the Russian tank is just superior by 1mm for the HE round. And this tank, of course, if you're gonna fire the standard HE, is lower than the regular HE they have on the KV2. So firepower wise is weaker, but the heat round penetration is higher than the AP round penetration for the premium round, and better than the standard round on the KV2. So I would say the T49 gun is just slightly better, but here's the catch. For a light tank, 0.6 dispersion at 100 meters, that is horrific. But you get a better aim time, but the problem is that it does feel worse on your light tank because you're driving like 60 km per hour and your circle is like the size of like a 5-story building, so it would take you longer to aim than the KV2, because KV2 is slow, so the aim circle is not likely to be big anyway, but of course it takes longer to reload. But then I mean KV2 still got a better accuracy because it's Russian Stalin that guides it all day long. So yeah, the ammunition loadout now: 13 high explosive here, 6 heat. I found out that one game I ran out of heat because I only had like 4 heat round, and heat round is useful against some type of targets. Now I packed 3 of them just in case if I really need it, just to like reset cap and shit like that, where you can do literally splash damage and shit like that. Now for all of you who's looking into my garage, look at what I got. Chunukai. I got a T49 ages ago. I had the Churchill ages ago. I sold it and I bought it back now. That's a surprise. You see all the reviews of them probably sometime soon, or like before 2015 probably, a few of them. T25 there. FCM 36 Pax 40. This thing's awesome, but it's just too slow. We talk about those tanks after. Now the review, tell me if you like this type of review where I talk it in the game garage. I'm not going to talk about the armor because Sir Fosh had done a review just before I did. The armor on this shit is weak. It's really weak, so yeah, you can pen this thing from anywhere. Now let's just talk about the radio and shit. It's pretty nice. The engine, although the same as the Mediocre Bulldog, this thing has like epic soft stats compared to the T49. So T49 is actually slower than the Mediocre Bulldog, but it's still quite fast of a tank, and not so fast for a light tank, but certainly not as sluggish as like for example it's faster than AMX series. I think AMX just get like destroyed by the soft stats. Where are they? Here. Yeah, the AMX are not as maneuverable as the T49, I don't think. Not on the top of my mind anyway. So let's get into the replays now. So this one, we're in the T49 and bottom tier, and boom, you miss from literally 5 meters. But if it hits, it's pretty nice. And aim for the ones where you can do the maximum damage. And this game, it would be the Lorraine 40T certainly. Now let's just have a look at this bit. It's got 10 degrees of gun depression, I believe, on the gun, so you can crest ridges like this. And you can see I'm struggling with the gun depression here and there, but it's alright. You can't use it most of the time. And hit, no scope, bam. That's why you play this tank, mate. This is the whole reason why you want to play that. You literally can obliterate some of the tanks in this game. So yeah, that was a nuke and half. We obviously ammo racked him there, and of course penetrated. And now you can see the problem with this gun against heavily armored tanks, or not. Fire on the front, 345. I'm happy with that. I take it. That's the sort of damage you expect from hitting mediums and some heavies. But if you hit like E100s, you don't expect to do a lot of damage. Now I get spotted there, so back up. Make sure you don't stay in the open too much. And what the fuck is that? Just what? 600 on the front? I don't get how I penetrated that. Now that was just insane, and that's the reason you play this tank. It doesn't happen all the time. If it does, it's just too OP. Don't expect that to happen all the time. Now if I did a review in the first 15 games I played in this tank, I would say this tank is an absolute piece of shit and it's boring. But you really need to give it a lot of time for you to learn how to play it. Now, sometimes you get into the wrong position and you might not do the most damage, and sometimes you just like stay in the open and like aim for like 10 million yes, and then take a shot and, for example, only do 200 and you get nuked by all the enemy tank destroyers camping in the back. So don't do those type of things. Make sure you got your friends backing you up most of the times. Make sure that they are focused on other targets before you engage them. So don't come to a conclusion whether if you like it or dislike this tank in the first 30 games you played. Let it play for a bit, and then you would realize. For example, for the first 10 odd games I played, I've only got like I think 40% win ratio, and I absolutely hated this thing because I literally missed point blank range, and it's not like the old KB2 where you literally dub the crap out of everyone. Now we can see that the aim circle, because of the speed of this tank, is horrifically big, and if you fire, you literally get spotted by anyone in the map. It's that bad, and I'm gonna get killed here if I don't disappear. And yeah, I just rushed too far and just got killed. So that's a bad. Well, it's not a bad game. I consider it as an okay game. Now, don't expect yourself to do, 2,000 on average each game, because the gun doesn't allow you sometimes. And even though I got 2 penetrations this game, I only did 1,500. I mean, I did rush a bit too much forward like a retard and got caught out. And the camouflage on this tank is not the best in the world. Once you fire, you literally get spotted any time. But before you basically get spotted, you can just hang around there, aim fully your shot, then launch it, then back off straight away. Make sure you're just on a little ridge and just back off straight away, because you can use your gun depression so that you don't have to literally face downward and then reverse and then get back in. Make sure just a little reverse you can get back into cover. So that was basically a gameplay I just want to show you, because I kind of did something retarded, and also I want to show you the M103 frontal shot. Somehow I penned him. So let's get to the next one. So let's take a look at the T49 on the hill. First on the hill, pretty fast in that way, but it's not as fast as the Mediocre Bulldog. It does do 50 and 60 pretty easily, but 72 not really. Now, sometimes you would like to fire heat for reasons like this. Tigers, huh? This is the reason why you do that. And wow, 661 damage for a light tank. That is the whole reason why you want to play this tank. Literally the only possible reason. You just want to dub someone. And do I recommend it for people with average stats? Now, for those of you who doesn't know about this, you can check yourself out on New Meter, and it would tell you how good you are in the rating. Now, let's just stop talking about the rating thing. You can see that I'm not spotted now, because my sixth sense hasn't gone off. So this type of time, you should literally take the most of your time aiming at them, make sure it hits, and then back off, because there's absolutely no chance that you don't get you would still be unspotted. This single thing, you literally will get spotted the second you fire this howitzer. So yeah, get away. And yeah, talking about the stats thing, you can check yourself out on newmeter.com, and there's other websites as well, and it will tell you literally how good of a player you are. And if you're an average, it would say next to your stats if you're average or what. If you're average, I recommend you to not focus on playing the T49 is very hard to master, and yeah, it's not something I really recommend you to play. But if you're a good light tank player, then obviously yes, but most likely if you can't play, for example, good in other tanks, most likely light tanks aren't your probably best choice. So bad players, red players, I would say stick to the KV2, because this thing is really hard to play well. But green players who likes to play, of course, light tanks, yes, play it. And that, look at that shot again, beautiful T32 on the side. And you really gotta make you really gotta know how long it takes for the enemy to reload. How long do I have to aim for? Like, where should I go on the map? You really gotta know those stuff to play this tank or any light tank properly. So heat round there. You can see crossing the ridge slowly, pressing R only once, aiming for his cupola, snipes the shit out of him, and he's dead. So that's the way forward on this tank. 3000 damage already for a light tank. This is probably the best matchmaking I could ever get. I love this map for a light tank or a medium tank. It's simply a fantastic map. Now, loading HE again, because I know I can't pen the E75. Now, just make sure you don't expose yourself too much, so that every time you fire, even if they aimed at you that position, you will be unspotted sooner or later. Take a pot shot, 288 damage. I'll take that. But you can see, just if it doesn't penetrate, it's not that fun. And enemy T30 says report. Strange. Now here, loading heat again. Why? Because penetrating 112 on the top is probably the best way to do it, but somehow you can get some retarded bounces like that. So this is how derpy it is. And the T44 is such a retard. What the fuck is he doing? So I got another round of heat loaded. This time I'm gonna aim for his engine deck, then his top of his cupola. And the gun depression really works here. And yeah, that was a engine deck shot there. Now HE again, I ran out of heat. After this game I realized that I had to put more heat rounds here and there, so therefore it would be heat timed after. And oh shit, I almost got shot there, which could be a really bad play there, but I didn't. So you can see I'm gonna get myself into a bit more trouble here and there again, and I think I'm gonna die in a bit, maybe. Yeah. So miss point blank range, get shot for 655, then get killed. So yeah, that was a bit retarded for me, and hopefully you learned the lesson there. Now, getting into, I did a map review, map tactic for this map like a few weeks ago, and yeah, taking the hill is very important on this map, and make sure you fight it out and make sure the enemy doesn't get the hill. Otherwise you can see the sort of thing I can do to the enemy. If I didn't die, I probably could have got an ace tanker, and I think it was really retarded of me that I suicided like that, because I simply got too overconfident. And you can see that when you can't reliably hit someone, it's not the best idea to do something like that. But after all, it's a really nice game, so hopefully you learned something from here as well. So let's go to the next one. So here you're probably wondering, why do I want to show you this replay here? And it's not gonna be a really good replay, but there's something I really want to show you about this tank. So I loaded heat straight away. It might not be the best thing to do, but I had it loaded for weekly armor tank, which I thought I was gonna meet in the beginning of the game, which was probably not weak enough for me to pen directly with HE, but I could pen it with heat. Well, and here's the problem: IS3, you shoot the side of the IS3, you still won't pen them. So I get to the arse of it, and I still hit the track. So yeah, that was really disgusting. And here I have to make sure that I have to get on his backside and shoot him on the back. Now I know I got a shot on him plainly here, and here's the problem: close range, close quarter, HE round, and I'm gonna make something retarded. I shot the back of the IS3, on the engine deck, only doing 396, and I managed to kill my gunner, loader, and of course my gun. So it's not the smartest thing to do, shooting yourself, shooting anything close to you. You can just see how much splash radius it has, even with its own regular HE round. So make sure you never do that again. And that's really what I want to show you for this replay. I made some retarded shit. I never thought that I was gonna get splashed so hard. But yeah, even regular HE apparently is so goddamn powerful, and shots like that would not hit because it's not Russian guided. So let's go to the next replay. I lost this one, so nothing special to show. So in the beginning of this game, I go quite aggressively down here, and I do regret this because I'm gonna make a massive mistake here and there. So why do I recommend you to go here, and why don't I recommend you to go here? Now, if you catch some light tank in here, it's quite close quarter range, so you can really chase them down and nuke them. But then there's this problem that, you know, you're here, and if you stay here too long, the heavy tank could potentially come here and kill me. And you're gonna see I'm gonna meet one of the worst enemy tanks there possible, and it's not gonna turn out to be too bad. And you're gonna see why he's a weak player. Check out the T57 stats: 17,000 gameplay, 600 efficiency. Here I'm like, oh shit, I've lost this shit, and I nuked the little mount there, and I get shot by the batch. I'm like, shit, I'm dead. And then the T57 doesn't even know I'm here. Just what? He doesn't even know I'm there. This is just crazy now. So I was like, is he making a trap? And I looked at his stats. I was like, no, it must be because he's bad. So he's really a tunnel vision. And look at this shit. I'm driving into his arse and he doesn't even know it. I really don't understand why is he even playing water tanks when he doesn't even understand that. And 900 damage. That's the reason you play this. And here I get shot and shot like that. You can see how sluggish it is in that sort of terrain. It's better off if you're driving like a Bulldog here and there. And Yak Panther too, he's quite retarded. He managed to trying to chase me down. You don't chase a light tank with howitzer armor that, of course, I can easily pen him if I want. And now it's just chasey. You see, he gets on the wrong way. He's trying to chase me there, but I'm of course faster, even though I'm not the fastest light tank in the game. And yeah, he's never gonna win a race like that. And just go home and go back to garage. So there's him dispatched away. You can see just how troll this thing is. Enemies without a brain, you can really just take them apart super easily. And I just don't understand the players like T57 Heavy and Yak Panda 2. What I wonder, what are they thinking in their brain most of the time? I mean, come on, I don't understand how he thinks that this is the way to play the game. Now here's me cresting the ridge again. Now you can see I knocked down a tree. I still don't get spotted. It's only 260 meters. I nuke him for 269. Now I back up. Now I'm spotted. You can see this is the camo value on this tank. It's all nice and good, but when you fire the shell, it's just impossible to not get spotted. You know. So here, again, I can see that this AMX setting 75, and hello, mate, and yeah, you're dead. This is just so funny. This is the reason you play this tank. It's just so nice once you do stuff like that, but it doesn't happen all the time. And shit, I think I had a disconnection there, so let's go back to the gameplay. So yeah, I come back to the game, and I thought of the cliff, and it was so retarded of me that I did something retarded as this. Now the guy is only on 200 health. It says 700. It's not even 700. It's like 200 something. It's some glitch. But it's like, look at the chat. The guy goes even 1,800, 1,900 win 8 guy fucks up. and he was talking about me basically. I was like, shit, I need to get back to the gameplay, so I drove off the cliff like a retard, and yeah, did something really retarded, which is it's really stupid. You can see he says 450 health point YOLO, and I was like, yeah. So yeah, you can see stats. Well, loads of people say stats don't matter, but I tell you, stats do matter. It does really tell you if you're good or not. But it does not mean that even if you're a bad player, you can't do well, and even if you're a good player, you can still fuck up. So stats does indicate to how much of an ability you have. So it's not saying, you know, when people say stats don't matter, I tell them it does matter, but it does not give 100%. Like saying if they're bad in the stats, they're never gonna do well. No, that's not true, but it does give you a fair good idea of how well they do anyway. So let's get to the next one now. So we're into this gameplay. We're 2-3 down, and there's 41%. Now you can check out the stats of the teams. The enemy M103 is really respectable player. He is really good player, but I think he's more of a stat padder. He's only got 6,000 gameplay, so I think it's probably his second account, but you can see how strong of a player he is anyway. So it's gonna be very hard to win this, but I am not gonna say, you know, give up. And did you just see that? Point blank range, nuke, and I missed. So yeah, T49 there again. Hopefully tell me if you click a like, and tell me in the comments if you would like to see more reviews like this where I actually show you with loads of replays of different situations, and you can see how inaccurate this thing is. It's not guided like KB2. Yeah, if you tell me if you think that you like this type of replay, basically where I actually show you different type of replay, when I do well, when I don't do well, to give you full idea of this type of thing. You can see I spot him and he spots me, so aim carefully, shoot, and somehow I forgot to switch it to HE, and it was a heat round into his tracks, which is pretty much useless, and our team is just bad. But then you can see how I managed to change the outcome of this by YOLOing their best player in the game. Here I spot him again, he doesn't spot me, and aim, launch, and miss the shot. So yeah, it's not that good of a gun, to be honest. But when it does work, it's hilarious, just like the KV2. We're not losing that bad, to be honest. Our team is actually somewhat competent in some ways. Now, special thanks to T30, who managed to carry this game. He was the star of this game, but I was able to influence this enough. I know the M103 is here, I know he's on 1300, my XVM tells me that I don't nuke him on the side, so I try to nuke him on the arse, and I drive too much forward, so I clutch shot him in the side, and now I'm trying to run away. I know I'm not gonna make it out of here. It's a one-way banzai kamikaze trip, but you can see it did pay off in the end, because I did 943 damage, and yeah, that is the whole reason why we won that. If that guy had 1300, he would not have carried this. He would definitely have carried this, in fact. But after I nuked him, all we had to do was just put one more heavy shot on him, and he would be dead. This T30 is absolutely good player, getting hold down and shut that. So yeah, I was really retarded, but you can see even his stats wise, he's only a below average player. He knows what he's doing. So yeah, I think players like him would actually learn. And probably he probably got a bad stat because of a bad computer, really. That's what I had in the beginning as well. I had like one of those calculator computers where it does like 20 FPS at max on the lowest graphic possible in the game. So yeah, nowadays I don't have any of those issues. So let's go to the next gameplay. We won this, by the way. So yeah, I'm here on Malinovka in counter battle, and I am in the middle of the ridge here. This is sort of spot you would want to get into if you're a light tank in this map. to get some earlier spots so your team can effectively take shots at them. And here it is. I am aiming, I get spotted, so back off. 325 damage. I'd take that on the side of a AMX-50B, which I think actually hit his frontal armor maybe. So I'm happy with that. Now a waffle. I love shooting them, but the Auspander 4 edition has medium tank armor on the whole, and not light tank armor. So yeah, I really have to shoot the gun shield of those tanks, and you can see how horrendous is the aim time. You never will want to shoot this long range. But let's get to the hilarious part here. I get taken out here with a frontal shot which hit my gun mantle, I believe, and he knocked out my loader. Yeah, he shot my coaxial machine gun there. But you can make shots like that, and he's killed anyway before my shell got there, and the shell velocity is horrendous for any 152mm guns. So I aim again, aim, and bam, I missed a shot. So that's the downside of this type of tank. When it doesn't behave itself, it's totally shit, but when it does, it's awesome. So of course there's something awesome in this gameplay. In fact, one of the most awesome shot I've ever made in this tank. So you're gonna see it here in a bit when the enemy waffle trigger E100 gets spotted, and he's caught out in the most stupid place ever, in my opinion. You know, why the hell would he be there when I'm here? You know, does he not read the map? So we are gonna pause the game here in a bit. Well, I'm gonna slow it down in a bit. We only do like 200 sometimes on the front. That's expected. You know, it's but the thing is with this gun that you're not just doing damage, you're literally crippling almost every single module in their tank. I come out of the game and I see that I literally do about 8 at least, like knocking out the enemy drivers and gunners and shit like that. It's awesome. So here, waffle trigger E100, he's on full health here, and after I reload, slowly come up the hill and hold on, let me just record this timing on this thing. It's 10 minutes about 27. So I'm gonna send this one to Sir Fosh for his subscriber contest. Just check out this shot here. On the gun shield, he spots me, I take my shot, I miss the shot. So shit, that is not the game. That is not the shot I want to show you. Sorry about that. But yeah, you can see how inaccurate this is. I must have remembered the wrong place at the wrong time, and this shot must be it. About 10 seconds. Bam, 1022, and that was actually in. I think I set him on fire with that. No, I didn't. But 1022 damage. So that was absolutely fantastic. One of the best shots I've ever made, and it's beautiful against German tanks. Nuke that shot onto the T54. Now notice that this tank does not carry so much ammo, so it's not like, you know, holy crap, this thing can do a lot of damage. And you can see, although I've did like 1000 for one shot, I've only done 2000 damage in this game. So this tank is very limited sometimes. It's only just for the lols. It's not something you should rely on, and shots like this would actually hit the target if I was in a KV2, believe it or not. So I basically don't get a kill on the object. RT gets it, I'm fine with that. But yeah, this tank is awesome, and let's hunt down the RT now. Speed for a long term is pretty nice, but it's not, you know, WZ132 RU252 type of speed, or in fact the Mediocre Bulldog speed. So I miss on the move against a 30, go around him, and he gets executed. So time to kill the RT now. I have to speed up this, otherwise it's going to be a huge file for me to upload onto the internet. I still got like 5 replays to show you. It's just how interesting this tank is. I know they're here. I have to kill the Batchat because Batchat has an autoloader, so kill the Batchat with heat round, and just, oh my god, Conquer nuked me in the end. But yeah, this game is still a pretty nice game, so let's go to the next one. So yeah, I have my premium high explosive loaded just to test here, to show you how fantastic the HE go round is. It's really good at splashing enemy. Now you can see I'm doing something which maybe normally you shouldn't do because you're in a light tank, but I can get here before anyone else gets to, and also I could meet other light tanks, and you're gonna see here in a bit I don't see any light tanks, so we can nuke the IS-3 on the front, and for a whooping 179 damage with high explosive premium round. So I think that was actually a miss, and I splashed him. I think that was what really happened. I hit his tracks. You literally hear the thing that was close in this gun. It's fantastic in that ways. So here's the whole reason why I'm here. I can literally take shots and do damage on the front of heavily armored tanks, regardless of their tier. I can do a little bit of damage to make them angry, knock out their drivers and stuff like that. So it's nice in that way. You can take this place in a light tank, and holy shit, just got bounce on the Super Persian. So I suspect I hit one of his boiler plates in the front and managed to do 0 damage. Enemy team has 3 RTs, so that's gonna ruin my day, I guess. Now we can take a snapshot at the IS-3, but I no-scoped and got hit. Super Persian very weakly armored on the side, so I'm gonna take advantage of that and nuke him on his side and show him, teach him a lesson basically. And oh, can we? Nah, I would take a shot on the. Oh shit, that shot was juicy. Holy shit, 1,100. So that was 12 point. Shit, 12 point. About 20 seconds into it, I did 1,179 damage, one hit, around 12 mid 20 into the gameplay. So yeah, that was the whole reason why you want to play this tank. You can do shit like that, crazy crap, and giving no shit and nuking conquerors on the back of the arse, doing 900, 1,000. Oh shit, that was a nice kill there. Just check out that damage. Once 2 shots in the game, I managed to get more than 1,000 damage, and I just YOLO here because you know it's a really nice game. So I can't really give a fuck if I fuck up that hard, and you can see how fun that is. And in chat they're like, wow, what? It's very good tank. And you can see stupid shot at this. I shoot the side skull of that guy on and didn't pen. I would ideally want to have a shot on the Mediocre Bulldog, but the reload is quite long, and RT is gonna take him out, I guess. Or not? Can we? Nope. Artillery takes the hit and kills him. So this tank is hilarious to play. And would I make this my ace tanker game if I managed to do more damage than this? I probably could have got my ace, but there must be a but. Some dickhead in the artillery just had to cut shot me the second I get onto the arse of a Su-122-54 before I can whip his ass with this 152 howitzer. and that's how I ended this game. So I was raging as hell. I had one of the best games, and it was ruined by an artillery, and I absolutely hate artillery players for that sort of reason. They ruin your day, and most of the time it's unfair. So yeah, how much can I say whether if I recommend you or not? Just depending upon this replay, you can see just the reasons why you would like to play this tank. You can do spectacular damage. I mean, you can't even do that in some tier 10. Well, most tier 10 tanks wouldn't do 1000 per shot, except the heavy TDs. So let's get to the next one. It's not even finished here. So same map as before, same location because it works. So this game is gonna show you the choice of shots. This is like one of the recent ones I had. So for me, I got more experience with it. I know how to manage my shells more, and HE round in the beginning here, as you can see, it's gonna pay off. I get into the same spot. I slow down as you see approaching to this spot, and oh shit, T37, nice juicy target, pop out, little derp, and 680, and he's dead. So yeah, kill the enemy scout in one shot. Pretty efficient, isn't it? Now this is really fun, and yeah, you know how much fun it is if you one-shotted people like that. I know the WZ is reloading, and my mod doesn't tell me at the time. I only know I have to count it in my mind. It's only the replays. My mod shows me that he's reloading. So shit, T34 took a hit there, which is quite bad. It's quite retarded the way he took a hit there. I've loaded heat round. He's a heavy tank, and I'm gonna shoot him in the front and wrecking him. So how do I do that? You aim for his lower plate, my friend. You have to be quite experienced before you know how to play this type of tank. It's really those sort of things where you have to literally have experience to do well. Look at that shot, engineered into the lower glacis of that tank, and wrecked him for, was that 695? Yeah. So it's those tanks where it wouldn't work as well for a newbie. Let's put it that way. The reason why I haven't got Ace Tanker is that I am not as good as a player as Sir Foch, and you know, we all know circumflexes, and I believe that situational awareness is very important in this thing. You can see that I look at the map, and it seems like I am gonna get killed here and there. So yeah, that was not very nice, but our artillery nuked the IS-6 in the enemy team. So I go, good job RT. Stuff like this you can do in a tank like this, is that you can just nuke him. You know, it's gonna, if it hits, it's gonna do damage. So why not do it? For like a WZ-132, you might not pin him at that angle, at that place, and do probably 0 damage. And for this tank, it doesn't really matter. You can just, regardless of aiming, still just shoot, literally like that. And it seems like we would have won this game now. So I go slowly now, and gonna try to shoot the type. And you can see the shitty accuracy here. I'm crawling up the slope slowly so that I can get the best shot possible on the target, and that just missed. So yeah, artillery accuracy here and there. Quickly reload that shit. It takes forever, and finally I get a shot, 433, but that was not worth it. I got my ammo rack knocked out, and no doubt I'm gonna lose this game now. The team is vaporizing, the T-34 is vaporizing, and that's pretty much the end of this game. And the last bit of damage I'm gonna do is I think me trying to defend, I guess. You can see how horrific some of the aim time. Sometimes you really gotta go close range as hell. And I lost this game, I think. Although, tried my best. and nuked that T34 for 300. So 300 is the average type of damage you're expecting to do, but you get some horrendous shots here and there. So coming to the last few replays. So last two replays, this thing is so long, I really got a headache now talking so much. So yeah, getting in this location at the beginning of the game is my preferential spots, because if you manage to hit somebody here, it could be pretty hard. Well, it could be quite devastating, to be honest, if I manage to hit somebody there. So E75 spotting, M103, nuking him for 375, 3 damage, so I take it. Surprisingly, that's like the only time I didn't get spotted there, because of like triple layer of a concealment, and E75 is giving me a hard time to shoot that guy, and you can see how large the aim circle is. Very hard to engineer your shots, and E75 is quite retarded really. I don't know what the hell is he doing, and object kills him. So yeah, that was the end of his life there. Quickly fast forward, I basically don't do much shit here and there, except I do a bit of nuking here and there. You can see only doing little amount of damage. It's not, well, you can, what the fuck was that? Did you just see that? Wait, let's just go back. Did you just, I was like, what the? So let's just go slow. See the T11 E4. Bam, there goes the shot, and what the fuck was that? Let's see if I can get there. No, I can't. I need a free camera mod, but yeah, literally, because they're so close together, my shot managed to go flying through, and I did splash damage of 279 to the T11 E4. And 128 to a 121. And I am in a light tank after all. Remember that. And check out the dust of cloud you form after you fire, and you literally get spotted for all that sort of thing. That this replay here is just to demonstrate that this thing performs like an artillery. You can do splash stuff. This is very fun sometimes. So let's go to the last replay now. So yeah, this game is the definite win, because I think that stats tells me that it's an easy win. So there's really not a problem for us to win this one unless we really fuck it up, which is really unlikely. And when people say XVM don't tell you anything, I tell you it does. 346 damage frontally to a T1 and E5 on the mantelet. I'll take that shot any day of the week. Now you can see me going to a heavy spot, and a lot of light tank players does this in the beginning of the game and get themselves killed, but I don't rush out too far. I mean, I do a bit of helping out in this type of situation, and I mean, I could have gone somewhere else, but I decided to do some damage, sneaky little damage here, and it seems like RU100 is really gonna get the crap out of him. And I aimed the shot there, shoots the IS-4 and damaged the E100 on our own team. That was just insane splash damage. Now aim circle kills a lot of people there and there. For a lot of new players, you probably can't master the aim circle, especially if you got like a 50% crew. So playing this tank with the best crew possible is essential, absolutely essential, and get snapshots and share that is essential. Now, only 53 damage, not the best out of that shot, but it made him shoot me back, and he missed, so my team is really gonna wolfpack on him, and he's gonna pay for it. So what this gameplay is gonna demonstrate is that you really gotta take your aim, and I got a HE round here, and just check out this shot here. Aiming, I'm like, shit, engine deck it is, and engine deck penned. So for example, if you're like an average player, you might not know all the stats of the enemy tank, the weak spots, and you might not engineer the shot to the right place. For example, I did that in the beginning, and for the lol, and we won this, I've decided to show you the ultimate derp. Not this one, of course, because it's just missed like hell. So I'm gonna absolutely get myself into trouble and nuke that Waffle E100. He's the best player on the enemy team. So high explosive round it is. Let's finish this review with a ban. So I chase him down and we get his ass, and remember he can 2-hit me. Before he engineers his final shot, I launched my round and 1002 damage, 1002 for one hit for a light tank. You can see how vulnerable you are when you see tanks like that, but it's all fun and we're winning, so I'm happy with the death. It's a very fun game to do stuff like that. And Waffle absolutely hates in T49 because you literally kill their crew, you knock out their loader, you knock out their gun, everything. So do I recommend this tank? Again, I have to say no for people who's got low stats, yes for people who's got good stats, and decide for yourself if you got medium stats, because it's certainly not suitable for bad players. You're gonna struggle a lot. I certainly struggled a lot in the first few games I played in this tank. I absolutely didn't like it. Takes way too long to aim, doesn't hit the target and such. But later on, I managed to find a playstyle which works for it. So hopefully you will find your own playstyle for this tank. And thanks for watching. So tell me if you want to see my live stream in the comments, and I really appreciate this. So tell me if you think any way I can possibly make my videos better, more entertaining. So thanks for watching, and you can see that my FPS is really high now because Tim Jing has overclocked my CPU. So thanks to him, and we'll see you next time.